There's one type of product that every business owner wishes they could sell: products with zero competition. And today, finding those products became a lot simpler because there's a new method that I'm using to source products that no one else is on, meaning I can charge higher prices, make more profit. And I want to put you guys on this method because there's literally hundreds of thousands of products like this, and I couldn't possibly make a dent. So let's just go ahead and jump on in here. To find these products, I would really recommend following along with this video. You're basically just going to be able to use SellerAmp Advanced Search. This tool starts at about 20 bucks a month, and it's how you find every product you sell on Amazon. So if you don't have it already, go grab it right now and you can kind of follow along. Now what we want it to do is to find those products that no one else is selling, is to switch to the default template on SellerAmp of items that are recently out of stock, right? So what this is going to do, and we're going to customize this a little bit to make it even more powerful, but what this tool does right now, and I'll just run this so you can see what we're looking at. This is showing me every product that right now has 0 people selling it, but on average over the last 30 days had at least 5 people on it at all times. So what that looks like for us is 72,000 products that right now have nobody on it, but used to have 5 people on it, right? We could even have more fun with it and say, show me some products that used to have 1 person on it and now has no one on it. Okay, that's 76 million products, right? Hopefully that kind of shows you how much opportunity there is in bringing products back to the Amazon marketplace. Now, obviously we don't want to filter through 76 million products or even 80,000 products like we saw when we went to 5 sellers here. So let's make this a little bit easier to work with. And by the way, down below in the description, you're going to see the exact filter that we're going to be building together right now. So you can literally just copy this, because what I want to add onto it now is I want to add a specific brand, right? Where this becomes most effective for me is if I already have kind of a brand in mind that I want to source. I'll give you guys some good ideas on what to plug in there. You can also just plug in any brand that you end up sourcing or already sell in your Amazon store. And then I'm also going to go ahead and throw on a sales rank filter, because we obviously want to look for things that, let's say on a 90-day average, have at least a 300,000 sales rank. Typically I'm looking for things under 200,000, but since no one is selling this item right now, that means it's obviously going to be selling slower, 0 units, because no one's even offering it. So I'm willing to go a little bit higher than normal to find products that I could bring back and create that existing demand again. So let's see what that gives us. Okay, items that have a decent sales rank on average. Cool. Now we're filtering down to a more reasonable list, right? 2.2 million products. That's still pretty insane. So how do we make this even more interesting? One of the easiest places to start with sourcing is just going to any retail store brand. So for example, a classic example is Great Value, right? That's Walmart's private label brand. Nice and easy, right? There's 4 products from Walmart's private label brand that sell well on average that currently no one sells, and we could bring back to the Amazon marketplace and make some sales and such, right? I don't think this was going to be a super fruitful search for us, but any brands that are retail store specific is a super simple, super easy place to start with this. And just out of curiosity, we can see the shrimp sauce or whatever right here. Let's see. So Walmart usually sells this for $2.22 each. And then when it was selling on Amazon, it was selling for 14 bucks, right? So plugging in $4.44 right there, that would mean obviously not something we're super interested in. You can see in the past it sold for, yeah, around like 13 bucks for a 2-pack of that. No worries, right? Like I said, I don't think this is going to be the most fruitful, just because there's probably a reason why no one's buying a lot of Great Value stuff. So what makes this even more effective is to figure out anything that's on sale today, right? So personally, I was looking at some big name brand clothing today because I noticed that there's a big 40% sale on an obviously very popular clothing brand like Tommy Hilfiger, right? So let's go ahead and plug that in and see what we're working with. Go ahead and run that. And okay, so now we definitely have a much bigger list to operate off of. Now we have 1,000 things that are in a brand that we know is cheap today, and we know that there's some potential for us to bring that back to Amazon and be the only seller on these listings. So why don't we just start here, right? Because I can see on the chart right here on SellerAmp that this item used to sell for about $80 right here. So when I Google this item, I'm going to be hoping that I can find it for about half of what I want to sell it for, which in this case is exactly what I'm seeing. That'd be awesome if we can find something profitable on the first try here. Let's see, dark blue, we're looking for the 11s. So dark blue right there, 11, was it mediums? Yeah, medium right there, or probably just normal size or whatever. So yeah, this is looking like it's maybe going to be like a first item profit here. And then, like I said, we're the only seller on this. So I might even come on this and list it even a little bit higher than this $80 price point where it sold originally. Even at that $80 price point, we're making $20-ish profit per unit on this product. And then let's also talk about how we can make more money on this exact product. This is super important. So to make this simple, I'm going to go into Boxem, which is the software I use for ungating, listing products, tracking my profit, getting feedback, all that kind of stuff. And specifically for this, I want to say, how can I make more profit on something I buy at Macy's? And the reason why this is powerful is because it's trained on actual Amazon seller information, not just made up stuff from ChatGPT and that kind of thing. And so in this case, it's going to know very specifically for our use case. It's going to say, hey, look for a sale. We're already doing that. Awesome. And then create some extra margin by buying with Macy's discounted gift cards right here. And then it's recommending saying, hey, just make sure you're sourcing with enough profit to make profit after like clothing returns and that kind of stuff. But this is super cool. I like using this tool. It can tell me specifically at each website where I can make a little bit more money in profit. And in this case, I could even say, okay, where do I buy discounted gift cards? What does that mean? Just in case you're a brand new seller trying to just understand the basics, it's going to be able to explain everything for you. Okay, cool. So it's going to suggest that we go check out Card Bear to buy some of these discounted gift cards. So let's go to Card Bear. Let's check Macy's. And then, yeah, perfect. So we can see you can get 11% off right now at Card Center. And what that's going to look like is going in here and buying this a $200 gift card for $178, effectively immediately lowering our cost by 11%. And sometimes that's going to make an item profitable. In this case, we didn't even need it, but I'm not going to say no to an extra $5 in profit, right? Now we have plenty of extra margin for getting returns, especially on something like women's shoes here in this case, very high return rate category. But with profit like this, it's not going to be nearly as much of an issue. So that's super cool to see a winning product on the first try. Here's another one, by the way. So the second product is also profitable. This one used to sell for, looks like Amazon actually sold it super cheap for a day and they sold out. And then some other third-party sellers were selling it at $80, upwards of $100 there. So we're seeing nice proof that people who do actually want to pay those higher price points. Let's see. This one's interesting. This Keep It chart right here being orange is showing me that Amazon has been selling this product up until very recently, it looks like. And it seems like people were only paying like 16 to 20 bucks. So we need this to show up really cheap. Let's see. Yeah, it's showing up initially at 15 to 20 bucks. So probably going to pass on that one. Let's see. This one could be interesting though, because I can see we just looked at these like boys polos here and they were 15 to 20 bucks. But this one, it seems like recently was selling pretty well for anywhere from $32 up to $38. So let's go ahead and check that out. This could definitely be something more worth looking into. So let's pop it open here. Okay. So Ivy, so Macy's and Belk, and there's also the brand's website themselves also sell it. I see they've got like that little collar. So this one just has the plain white collar. So it's not the one at Tommy Hilfiger, got like the extra collar and stuff. It is, however, this one though. What size are we looking for? We're looking for 16 to 18, just like a plain white collar. We already know we can make an extra 11% in potential profit margin sourcing from here as well. So yeah, going right there, 21 bucks for that size that is currently out of stock. If we go to 16 to 18 here, when you're looking at the Amazon page itself, it's not going to want you to go to an option that's fully out of stock. So that's why I'll just look at the stats on this page here, see that past history. And we could also open it in a new SellerAmp window if we just want to see specifically that product data. So like on this 16 to 18 right here, over the past history here, it looks like the buy box was 32 bucks and then it was also 38 bucks. So obviously I would try to sell this for 38 bucks being the only competitor on this listing right now. And then we're buying it for 21.25 minus our 11% discount. So not as much of a home run as that first product, but still somewhat interesting, right? Maybe we even listed at 40 bucks because again, we're the only seller on that at the moment. So that could be good potential. So let's keep seeing what we can find. But I do want to mention, if you want to hop on a free live call with me to source products together, we do live workshops every so often. Click the link down below to get registered for that. It's completely free on Zoom. We source products, break down all of your questions. We're able to talk with you and just show you basically everything you need to know to get set up as an Amazon seller and show you lots more high-powered sourcing methods like this one. Here's another one, by the way. The 12 to 14, the same exact style, seems to be going for like 36 bucks pretty consistently historically. So that would obviously be something to go off of here. And then it looks like there's plenty of other items in just this single brand that we could bring back to Amazon. Let's try some of these men's shoes. Kind of prices are we looking at here? Yeah, like 50 bucks here. So we definitely need some kind of good discount or good coupon. Let's see. This one's an extra 25% off, 40% site wide. I guess that's probably that discount right there or something like that. So yeah, obviously you can see how infinitely repeatable this is. I mean, we looked at the first 10 items in this brand. And then let's say you somehow look through all 1,000 of these products and you find 50, 100, 200, however many of these products end up being profitable after you do a little bit of legwork. How can we find some more things to look into? So first off, what you could do is continue exploring this same brand, just going into looking at items that have existing demand, right? So going into the good deal template, searching with Tommy Hilfiger as your brand, and you can see here's another 10,000 products that some people are actually already selling. See, here's people on these listings and so on. We can also go ahead and open up their storefronts and learn new brands that other third-party sellers like us can have success on. So here's like, I think there's like a flip-flop brand. I've actually sold some of these before. Let's see, how many out-of-stock listings are there in this brand? Okay, there's 60 products in just this brand that should sell pretty well and very recently had a seller on the listing. We could do this all day. I could show you how much potential there is in this, but really I would just suggest go ahead and dive in and start finding this potential for yourself right now. And just because I know it's probably already in the comments, if something is holding you back, like getting ungated to sell these brands, all you got to do is go into Boxem, click bulk scan, and then click this check suggested ASINs button. And that's going to start generating a huge list of products for your store specifically that it's able to ungate for you in real time or confirm that you need to go ahead and submit invoices, that kind of thing. But you can see, for example, Boxem Boxem has auto approved me to sell about 8,000 things in my store. The first time you run this scan for your store, even as a brand new seller, you get 50 to 100 brands. You can start plugging in, start looking for those things that you can already sell and has zero competition. How could you possibly find an easier product to sell as a beginner than something you can already sell with no competition? So super excited to see you guys get after this.